welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. So today we're going to show you how to replace the headlight in a 2005 Honda CR-V EX all-wheel drive. So we've spent the last, it's 8 o'clock now, so 3 hours working on the passenger side headlight to learn and to get the nuance of how to do this, so that we can then show you for the driver's side, and hopefully it's not going to take 3 hours. I actually lost a whole hour trying to get LED headlights in here, and I got LEDs in there and there, but the two main beams, the LEDs just aren't going to work, so I got to get regular bulbs. But anyway, the first thing you got to do is remove these two pieces here, and they're tricky. And since I already did it, I'm just going to kind of go over it with you. Whenever you pull one of these pop tabs, and all of mine were missing, everything was zip tied, so I didn't have any pop tabs to begin with. There's a link in the description below to an assortment of pop tabs. Always, always, always pop them from both sides at the same time, so you lift straight up. So if you just pull from one side, you're probably going to break it. If you can evenly pull from both sides at the same time, you have a good chance of surviving. And this is that assortment. And I've got a whole bunch of these that I need. So after you take all the pop tabs out, and you're going to have to remove your battery strap if you got one, you can pull up on this and kind of, wiggle her out. Okay, now it would be tempting to just grab the grill and try and pull it out. You're gonna have a bad time. There's pop tabs here and here, or they're supposed to be. In my case, they were zip tied, of course. This is our CR-V shelf. There's two pop tabs that are actually hidden right back here, here and here. This is not great. So if you can see, they're, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. They're hidden back here. So, and again, mine were zip tied, but I'm pretty sure if you just grab the grill and slide it forward, well, nope, it doesn't want to slide forward, does it? Oh, it's got like a little lip thing. I guess you're gonna have to get back there and pop those tabs. Yeah, I don't know, mine was zip tied. So anyway, now is a good time for me to take this all apart. I'm gonna rhino line all the black parts, and then the chrome's pretty beat up. I'm not sure what to do on the chrome yet. I might, I don't know, maybe a smoke clear just to keep the chrome from deteriorating any further and darken it a little bit, but not much. All right. So once you got this off, now the proper way to do this is to take the front bumper off. However, because of how bad a shape my front bumper is in, because of whatever happened here when it got pushed, I don't want to take it off because I don't know if it's going to go back on. And that kind of made some things difficult with the light and getting it in and out, but I figured it out. So the first thing you want to do is you don't want to rip any wires out. So the two main connectors for your headlight, they just wiggle straight back. They're actually pretty janky. So you just want to wiggle the connector straight back. Now this top connector you pinch and then wiggle out. And this connector hidden under the brace you pinch and wiggle out. Don't force them out because they'll break. And I actually have, yeah, so now you have all 4 lights loose. Now there's 5, yes, 5 mounting positions on this light. And all the positions have to be taken off. So you're gonna need a small extension, a short 10 millimeter, sorry, I should say regular 10 millimeter, a deep well 10 millimeter, a 10 millimeter ratcheting wrench, and then you're gonna need some random screwdrivers and maybe a magnet wand if you drop your stuff down in there. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling everything, and the order in which you pull it doesn't matter. However, the order in which you put it back together is very, very important, as I found out and probably cost me a full hour struggling with. So you want to take this out. This is just a pop tab. However, you want this out of your way. So this is a support brace, and it trust me, it is in the way and it's gotta go. All right, and it's pretty uncooperative. Ah, yeah, that hurt. Okay. All right, and then this one, be careful with this one, it's just in plastic. For whatever reason, Honda thought that was a good idea. Oh yeah, it's not in good shape. Okay, so that was one mounting position, two mounting position, and there are, three mounting positions are now disconnected. Those are the easy ones. The other two are underneath, and if the bumper wasn't here, then it would be easy. I forgot to turn the wheel back. However, because the bumper is not coming off, we're gonna have to turn the wheel all the way. Okay, and don't hold it like this and undo your key. You'll regret it. So just let it snap where it wants to be, and then turn your key off. And I'm gonna leave the door open because we can test the lights and stuff. So on that side, I had a full fender, so I had to undo the pop clips on the inner fender. Somebody decided that they were just gonna cut this one. Real nice. I'm actually gonna fix that before I forget. So the inner fender, if you break the clips, unfortunately it has two different sizes of clips. The big size is for most of it. This little size is for what I'm about to fix. And you'll probably notice this is messed up on yours too. It's a pretty common error, or it's a pretty common area where stuff doesn't go right. Okay, so this is cut. If you want to cut your inner fender liner, I mean, I would not. I really would not. Like you can see here, it's zip tied. And they didn't even cut the end of the zip tie. Wonderful. So you will need to actually get in here and reach around to this bolt that's in here. So there's a bolt way up under here, and then there's two bolts here. One of those isn't actually attached to the light, but taking it out made our lives way easier. So the first thing we're gonna do, and on the other side, the AC condenser's in the way, so it was a nightmare. It was definitely the harder side, but I mean, you guys wouldn't be able to see anything because I was just slipping my hand through the fender liner. So this side, you can at least sort of kind of see something, maybe. If you can't see anything, I'm sorry, but I gotta get the job done. I'm not a Hollywood videographer. There goes my heater. I apologize for the noise the heater's making, but gotta stay warm. Okay, so now we're gonna switch over to our ratcheting wrench. And the ratcheting wrench is gonna do both of these, so do the light first. This is going much better than the other side, mainly because I don't have a fender liner in my way. I probably should have just cut the fender liner on the other side. I was getting close to, like I was getting ready to just rip it out. But it's important, it's there for a reason, it's not there for fun. So, okay. Alright, that one's out. And then again, this one is not attached to the headlight. but it makes it much easier to remove the headlight. Okay. All right. Now, the next step is to release this little, and I'll show you what I mean. It kind of helps to have the light ready. There's a tab, this tab here. So this tab is caught on a mounting bracket. So you have to get a screwdriver in here and separate the mounting bracket from this tab, or the light will not come out unless you break it out, and probably shouldn't do that because this Chinese crap, don't get me started. Yeah, okay. So there's a link in the description below to these lights, but I'm giving that link to you with the caveat that these are fucking garbage. But for the price, it's worth a little bit of duct tape or zip ties or whatever it takes to make them work. Versus an OEM light, which good luck. So we're gonna go in here and we are going to release this metal bracket from the tab. And the metal bracket actually like falls down. So now the light is 100% free, except the bumper's in the way. So the way I did this, and again, this is not the right way, but this is the way I did it. So you lift up back here, and there's a little like alignment tab. You lift up, pull this out of the way, and you kind of want to like pull the whole light up and out. And then here's the part that I struggled with. So you need to get the bumper away from the light so that you can, ow, my finger, fuck, ooh, oh, that's, oh, that, yeah, oh boy, okay, ooh, oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Get that skin back over. Oh yeah, I have a first aid kit, but I mean, I'm not gonna open an entire first aid kit for a scratch. Okay, so maybe wear gloves. But anyway, so it kind of, as you saw, it kind of just releases. Kind of the key word, because again, you're supposed to take the bumper off to do this, but my patience is low. What am I stuck on? Really, what happens is you gotta get this, see, just like that. You gotta slip it through over the fender. And again, this is the wrong way to do it. So I don't wanna hear any people bitching and moaning that I'm doing it wrong, because I'm telling you I'm doing it wrong. Okay, so this piece of garbage, and I actually might keep these. Yeah, I'll just keep them. Well, I need to get the light bulbs out of them because I got screwed on the LEDs. The LEDs are not compatible. So you need to keep these. Do not let go of these. They're like 15 bucks a piece. And you need to put them back on the new light or you're gonna have some very watery lights. Did somebody glue it on? I swear. People are so fucking dumb. Okay, keep those. We're gonna release our levers and we're gonna pull the light out. So that's, and I'm not keeping these bulbs. I'm gonna go get new bulbs, but trying not to, they need to last me a day or two so I can, oh, that's, that might explain why the lights were flickering. Holy mother of... Wow. Okay, that's dangerous. Yeah, that might explain why the headlights have been flickering. Because that is the driving light, or the low beam. Is that repairable? Bulb's not burnt out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna like really carefully. I don't think that's gonna work. There we go. Okay, we're just squeezing those terminals back together until we can source new light bulbs. Again, I'm not keeping these bulbs. I mean, they're dangerously old. Have a bulb go out on you on the highway or something and you're in trouble. So, crap, I wasn't paying attention to which way it's supposed to go. I think they both go, yeah, like that. Oh, I might have made the connection too tight. There we go. All right. So we got the bulb snapped back together so we can get it all assembled. Now, my other light, one of these keepers was missing. I had a lot of problems with the other light. So one of these keepers was missing. So I just took the screw and the keeper out of the old light, and I had to use 3 washers because the screw in the old light's longer, and you just really carefully make new threads and get the keeper back in. And then one of the other issues, and you can even see it on this one. Now again, whether you can actually see it, but so if you look here, there's no place, there's supposed to be a hook for this to sit, and there's not one. Now, there's no reason to panic because I actually figured out what's going on, and it's just a little bit of plastic buildup from very bad plastic mold maintenance. So if you just take a screwdriver and you just make yourself, see, I made myself a little retaining hook. And this one is gonna be the same way. And of course all this shit's getting into my light lens, but for the price I can't, you know. If you had a friend, you could have a friend holding a vacuum and helping you out. Okay, so you can see now I made retaining hooks. So the retaining hooks weren't missing because originally I thought they were missing and I was about to blow my, just fucking blow my top after all that work. But it's actually just a very, very bad mold maintenance. So I guess we can kind of carefully, yep, oh yeah, get all that out of there. So I've been holding it by this. That's not smart. This one's a lot stronger. Okay, so now, oh, I mixed them up. Intelligent. All right, it doesn't matter. I'm getting new bulbs soon anyway. So you just put the bulb in. You might have to kind of squeeze the bulb in because again, the maintenance on their molding is not great. And you'll also find that there's these little nubs, and they actually have to go, and there's a cutout that has to go a very certain direction, or it's not gonna sit down in there for you. Whoa. And then it's gonna be kind of tough to get that spring back in. I had to fight it on the other one also, because it really doesn't want to go back in. I mean, it really doesn't want to go. Like, it's fighting me enough that it's like, man, I hope I don't break something trying to get this keeper back in. But I don't have much of a choice. There we go. Yeah. Whew. Again, these lights are Chinese garbage, so you've been warned. And this is the same way. It just goes, it's got the little, well, ew. Somebody put some dielectric grease on them because they were, these terminal contacts are worn out pretty badly. It's not sitting right. What's going on? So I got the light in backward. I don't see why that would matter. Right? Oh, I see. There's a plastic buildup in the hole that... Oh, man. Man, what garbage. Again, the price, it's hard to complain. It really is. Okay, there we go. It went in this time. So, and then again, it's gonna be pretty difficult to get that to snap in there right. Okay, now the next step is these two. So you want to very carefully unscrew and pull out. And then I got brand new LEDs for these. And then again, you just carefully, it shouldn't be that hard to unscrew. It's just a small twist to the left. Oh boy, that's concerning. So if it doesn't want to go, you can kind of wiggle it a little bit to try and get it to loosen up. And if you push and, oh no, this is bad. I don't want to break this because I would not get a replacement at any time soon. Shit. This is not good. Oh boy, this is not good. All right, so I'm gonna gently apply force, just gently. Ever so gently. Whew, I got it. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. That was absolutely nerve-wracking. Ow, I just keep hurting myself today. I've been working all day and now I'm working all night, so pretty worn out. I've been working every day and working every night and working on the weekend on stuff. Man, I'm gonna be covered in painter's tape. Everybody's gonna be like, what happened? Are you painting? No, unless I'm painting with blood, maybe. Smart. Okay. So, superbrightleds.com. That's superbrightleds.com. Shit, is this thing still recording? Yeah. Okay. We've got this thing. Turn signal is 7440A27T. And the link's also in the description below in case you don't have ears or eyes or common sense. So we'll pull this out. One of the big things I love about LEDs is it doesn't matter if your hands are dirty, they don't care. So just make sure your little feelers are in good shape. That one's a little off. Yeah, there we go. Better. Make sure these are in good shape. When it goes in, it should click and stay. It shouldn't wobble or be loose or anything. Ooh, that one's burnt out. That explains a lot. So the parking light is 194AHP5. And again, link in the description below. Okay. And this one doesn't matter which way it goes, just make sure your little feelers are in good shape. And then pop her in there. And this one doesn't have a really great, like, clicking, you know, it doesn't have, it doesn't retain the light very well. So that was better actually, that direction, that was weird. Okay, so these are ready to go. So now again, because of the low quality of this light, well, we got to pull these seals out. So I actually just push the seal in a little bit and then it kind of crinkles and you can pull it out. And then this one's the same way. Just push it in until it crinkles, and then you can peel it. All right. So this one on the other light went in just fine. There's always one tab that's larger, so find your one tab that's larger and put it the correct way in. Okay, and then you got an O-ring, so you pop it in, then you push and turn. And it's until it's straight. So there must be something wrong with this socket because it is not cooperating with me. Come on. It's not straight yet. What is your fucking problem? Again, doing something like this, this is supposed to be done by hand. Doing it with a tool is asking to break something. But, okay, there we go. It's straight now. Okay, this one should just be, yeah. So, again, there's a bigger side, and the bigger side goes in the bigger hole. Just, you know, just in case you didn't know that. And you just pop it in, straight in, and then push and turn. See, I think it's just the low quality of this light. It probably also doesn't help there's like sticky stuff on it to make it harder to turn. Man, I don't understand why it's fighting me. Probably the sticky stuff. One more time. Okay, pop it in, push, turn. There we go. That's straight. Okay. So you got those in, you got your lights in. Now I very strongly recommend doing these. The issue is you don't want to scratch up your brand new light lens, so we're just going to use my clothing as a soft pad. And it's kind of a pain. And especially because I have to go and replace my light bulbs quickly. Like tomorrow, I'm going to get new light bulbs. So I got to get off work and it's dark, so. Alright, so you want to push the center ring all the way down past the light. And then the outer ring will either just already be kind of slipped into place, or you'll have to just give it a little more of a push. It's kind of a, doesn't always cooperate. I mean, really, the idea is just to keep any kind of major splashing out of it. It's not going to keep moisture out of it, and it's supposed to have, they usually have like moisture drains or whatever. Man, what is that? Different model, I guess. I mean, they're not, I don't think lights are fully sealed anymore. I definitely think they have moisture drains nowadays. Anyway, so this one's the same. You want to push the center down over the light first. Get it down past the lip of the light so the connector will plug in right. Okay. And then you just kind of got to pop it on. I really am very annoyed that I have to do this while it's on the car, which is gonna really suck because, yeah, I'm not taking the headlights off again just to change a light bulb, but that's, yeah, it's not gonna be fun, especially on the passenger side with the compressor in the way, or the condenser coil or whatever that thing is over there. Okay. Now, to get it into the car without damaging anything. So, just paranoid about my GoPro battery. Okay, so first you can kind of just get that out of the way so you don't crush it. So, you've got to get this piece with the lip in between these two metal brackets. But at the same time, this, oh yeah, check this clip is fully seated. Yeah, because that got me on the other side. See how the clip's lined up and seated, and it's got a little alignment thingy? That'll get you good. All right, so we're gonna just go in the same way we took the light out, and we're gonna pay very close attention to where this tab is that has to slip between. Oh wow, I just was not paying close attention and scratched my brand new paint job. Man, that's supposed to be Rhino liner. Why is that? Anyway, so pay close attention to this, because if your bumper was, yeah, it would really mess up a bumper. So you want to kind of get it, okay. Now you got to slip this down. So see, we kind of pushed it to get it past the bumper. Okay, now we got to push it again to get it past this metal bracket. And again, this wouldn't be an issue if the bumper wasn't on. All right, so see how I got it to where it's in between the two brackets. All right, it's very important. Now, here's the hard part. So we got to slip it. So see, this little thingy's kind of in the way, but we're gonna just slip her down. Whew. Carefully. Yeah, scratch my bumper real great. Okay, so everything is, wow, that went way better than the other side. I guess I learned quite a bit. All right, so this is the last one. Do not do this until very last. So, oh no, did I slip that bracket on the wrong side? No. No, what? I was paying attention. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was, yep, okay. I was gonna say, something wasn't right. So, how are we gonna do this? It's not cooperating. So I gotta push. So there's a bumper bracket that goes out, and there's an inner bracket that's the frame bracket. So that bracket, you have to get the plastic piece between those two, or you're never gonna get this to fit. Okay, nope, it's fighting me. I'm not sure what it's upset about, because the other one didn't have such a pain in the ass issue. Generally, of course, the passenger and driver side aren't always identical, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Nope. What is the deal? I didn't have this issue over there. It worked just fine. Come on, I need you. Okay, we're gonna have to come back out, I think. Something got out of whack. Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm popping it in. I'm pushing it down between those two brackets. Okay. Gotta pay attention over here. Make sure you're not, oh, see, I caught my wires. Okay. It's in between those two brackets. And now we have to carefully, without losing the fact that it's in between those two brackets. So we got to hold the bottom in and then pop down. And again, if you had a nice CRV, you probably wouldn't want to be doing this to your fender. Oh, and these two here have to line up. So it all has to come together like that. It has to cooperate. Just like that. Okay. It's not easy. Trust me, it is not easy, and you could easily break a headlight or mess up your bumper or tons of other fun, not good things. Okay, so now the very next thing you want to do is put in this bolt down here that you have to reach up under your fender with, because that bolt is the worst aligned bolt of the entire thing. So you want to do it first while everything else is loose and out of your way. And it has, supposed to have a, I mean, I showed it to you. It has a little pin thing that helps line it up. So if it's not lining up, then I'm a little concerned. Because it should kind of just fall into place and then stick there. There it goes. Okay, I don't know if you heard that. It kind of popped down into place. So now that it's down in place but still loose, trust me, I spent forever on that other one. So, all right. So you want to take, I mean, all of these unpainted ones are the same. We're going to put the rusty one underneath. So the painted one is a little different, and then these are different. This goes to that. But the first thing you want to do is start it by hand. You do not want to cross thread it into that metal clip. And again, I apologize if you can't see anything, but I got a job to do. Not a movie star. Okay. So you can just very carefully, when I say carefully, I mean it, because find the hole and then just start twisting and pushing, and it may or may not be aligned right away. So if you just twist and push, and then it snugs by hand. So on the other side, that took like 30 minutes because, again, the AC system's in the way. So you want to put all this hardware in by hand first, and the bottom first. So we'll get another silver one and make sure that your bumper bracket, if you push up on it, I don't know if you heard that, I'll do it again. So, oh, I can't now, but if you push up on it, it automatically pops into that little tab that we had to pry off earlier. So now you can go and put a bolt in by hand, maybe. If it's not lined up, that might be an issue. Come on. And you can kind of wiggle it around and try and get it lined up, but I thought I had it lined up. Oh boy. Is it too far forward or too far back? Which is it? It's not down enough, maybe? Yeah, that's not good. I'm not feeling the hole at all. That's an issue. I think it's I don't think it's down enough. Yeah, I don't think it's down enough for some reason. I'm gonna try and pull it down. Nope. Okay. This is gonna get frustrating very quickly. Is it down too far? Come on. Don't make me get pissed. Oh, it was too far forward to the front of the car. Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of work with it. I mean, you got Chinese headlights, you know, Chinese aftermarket junk that you're trying to put on a nice Japanese Honda. All right, so get that just hand tight. Get this black one down on the bottom hole. And this just holds your bumper on, so it's kind of important. Okay. Come on. Why do you gotta be like this? Man, just not cooperating. Ah, no. Where'd it go? What is the deal? And it's a pilot bolt, so it shouldn't be. Well, anyway, we can go ahead and, so I just using my shirt to kind of avoid scratching the light and just carefully pushing with my body, just very, very gently pushing to free up this so it'll hand tight, just like that. Just hand tight for now, okay? Don't crank on it, and again, it's plastic, so never crank on it, but don't even tighten it yet. All right, we got to go back down here and figure out why this isn't doing what it should be doing. I mean, it's a piloting screw, so, or bolt, so it shouldn't be doing this. It's concerning. Okay, I got it. Whew. All right, so you just wanna, there goes the heater again. So you just want to get it as tight as you can by hand. Now, the sequence that we're gonna tighten these, we're gonna start with the hardest one first. Oh, whoops. Sorry. One sec. Gotta put this back on, my bad. So you'll have to push this in here and then push it down into place, and it should hold itself flat, but just pay attention. So if it starts rotating while you're tightening it, then you need to go back and try again, because it's supposed to be, again, relatively flat. Mine's kind of bent up, so I have a feeling it's not gonna be easy, but yeah, just tried to rotate a little on me. I think that'll be fine though. Okay. Yep, it rotated a little bit. Come on, you bastard. Yeah, that's not gonna line up with the headlight if I don't. Yeah, Okay, I'm gonna have to like push it and tighten it. And then just kind of, I'll just stop once it like hits level. It's right about, well, actually I can go a little more. There we go. All right, that's pretty level. Okay, and then this one is very, well, it's actually lined up way better over here. Over there, it was barely lined up at all. So what you want to do is just, actually, we're not even gonna use that. We're gonna use this. Don't even want to use the wrench right now. Actually, did I ever go back and tighten? Did I tighten these? I didn't. That's real smart. Real smart. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. All right, anyway. So, just, again, use your body and kind of push the light towards the driver. Okay, and then while you're pushing on the light, just get this hand tight. Just hand tight. No reason to overdo it. Okay, I'm gonna go fix my mistake over here before I forget. That's odd. It has 3 different markings for adjusters, but there's only 2 adjusters on the light. Anyway, okay. Sorry, distraction. Okay, so you're tightening on plastic, so don't overdo it, especially on the Chinese plastic. That's why I'm choked up on the ratchet pretty good. Okay, and then this is plastic to plastic, so for the love of God, just barely. I mean, just barely. It's not even really doing much of anything. Just kind of stabilizing the light. Yeah, and I think I just stripped it out. But to be fair to me, it was not in good shape when I took it apart. Oh yeah, it's gone. It's completely gone. It should be okay. The light's pretty solidly mounted otherwise. So now that all the bolts are in and finger tight, except this one, which, you know, isn't attached, now we can go and tighten them in the same order. So tighten this one, tighten these 2, tighten this one and then just gently touch this one. So we're gonna need this and the ratchet. Okay. I'm gonna this side's going much faster, especially now that I know what I'm doing. And this one's also into plastic with just a spring clip. So you kind of got to be careful how much force you put on that spring clip because they will break. Okay. All right, that's about as far as I want to go. And then these, you tighten the one. Nope. Tighten the one that's in your headlight first. So get that one nice and snug down. And then get the bottom one that's just for your bumper snug down. Okay, and then go back and tighten the one that's holding your light. But remember, you're just going into plastic, so be careful. Okay. And then now you can, this one's metal to metal, so you can give it a little more torque. It was pretty tight to begin with. And then now would be the time to put all of your fender liner and everything back together, but you know, can't do that because the previous owner just cut it. Intelligent. All right. Although I've done that before too, so I guess I can't complain too much. All right, now we can tighten this guy down. And again, just want to choke up because it's plastic. Okay. Sucks, I got to go back and change all these headlight bulbs again. And I have to change them while they're, you know, hiding back in here. Not going to be fun. Might just be a different video just because. And again, just easy. That one's actually in much better shape, but I really don't think it's that critical of a connection. This is a license plate LED for another day because I am exhausted. Okay, then we need to put our other stuff back on. So at this point, the lights are done. Oh, nope, I lied. All right, so all your connectors, don't forget your connectors. It might be important for driving and not getting ticket. Got that connector. Okay, and then this one. Really don't like these connectors. They're so weak. Makes me nervous. Okay. Okay. All right, and then if you want, you can go ahead and do a light test, make sure everything's right. I was really hoping to have LED headlights, but it just doesn't look like they make compatible LED headlights. And obviously you got to align your headlights. You have to like adjust them up, down, left, right, whatever. So right now they look pretty off. Like they don't even look close to right. But it's fine for now. I mean, it's fine. Oh yeah, that looks way off. And that one, not so bad. Again, this cheap quality, you know, cheap, low quality Chinese crap is kind of you know, yeah. Man, it's like static electricity in here. All right, and then the LEDs are working, so your running lights are working, and then also make sure your flashers are working. So both flashers are working. That's a good way to get a ticket. Well, I don't know. It should be a good way to get a ticket if you don't use your fucking turn signal. And then now's a good time to check the back. So my rear running lights are fine. I want to get LED taillights, but they're way too expensive. Flashers are fine, brake lights, all right, so shut all that off before I kill my battery. Okay. So basically the headlight install's done. It looks so much better, especially with the bumper painted up. Anyway, next is the grill. So the grill kind of hooks into your bumper. Like it should hook. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right. And I'm just gonna take this grill right back out in a few days to paint it, so that's great. But I'm actually not, so there's these pop clips down in here. I'm not gonna clip those right now since I gotta take the grill back out and those look like a pain. So what you wanna do is get your pop clip and you make sure that it's in the open position, because you'll just be fighting yourself if it's not. And you want to get everything lined up. It may line up right away like this one. This, I might not actually have a long enough clip for this. Ooh, or the clip's too big. What is the deal? Yeah, I knew this wasn't gonna be easy. I mean, this is, yeah. Come on. Yeah, this clip might be, oh, there it goes. Okay, so it popped in, everything's lined up. And then do yourself a favor and put the clip where you can get 2 screwdrivers into it to pop it back up. Especially for me, since I'm gonna be coming back to paint anyway. But I don't know when I'm gonna get around to the paint work, so. This one really is not lined up. And I mean, the bumper is damaged pretty good. So, yeah. Okay, if I push that there, and then I don't think this one's gonna line up. I just dropped the clip down in the engine. Oh, no. No. Well, that's great. I gotta get that out. Hold on, I have to stop the video. Okay, so that clip is now long gone. Don't know where it went. I'm gonna try again here. Ooh, that clip's already... Oh, is that the same clip? Yeah, it's these, right? Yeah, so this might be kind of tough, and it might end up getting to the point where I just kind of have to give up on it. Why is somebody calling me? I'm not answering this late at night. All right, I'm just gonna use a zip tie like the previous person because it is way out of alignment. I mean, way out of alignment. I'll try and fix it when I'm doing the painting. So, all right. Yeah, I really want to fix it because it looks horrible, but again, the bumper's kind of messed up anyway. All right, and then I'm going to be a decent person and actually cut the zip tie to length. Okay. Next, again, I'm leaving, there's 2 clips down here, remember? I'm just leaving them out because I got more work to do on this thing. So you just kind of have to slip this back in. And then this has a ton of clips. So here's the deal though, is like I said, I gotta come back and paint the grill. So I'm only gonna put enough clips in this to keep it from flying away on the highway, and then that's it. There's no reason to waste money in case, especially in case the clips decide they don't want to go back together. So again, make sure you turn it so that you can access both sides with a screwdriver. And I'm just going to attach, well, that one's probably not going to hold. Just going to attach the parts that could potentially get ripped up by the wind coming in. So we're going to do, crap, did I start recording again? Yes, okay. We're going to do this one. We're going to do that one. Wow, that one's almost not a big enough clip. Then that one I'm not going to do because it's the zip tie's in the way. Although that does kind of worry me to not do it. But, and then I'm just going to do, again, I don't want to waste clips. So I'm going to do this one and this one. And that's it. That's way better than it was. I mean, you want to do all the clips. You want to put your battery thing back. I am still waiting on my battery thing to show up. And I think apparently I'm missing there's an entire battery box that I'm missing. I just don't want to pay $25 for one. I might 3D print my own version because that would be a lot less stressful. Unless the strap holds it good enough. We'll see. Maybe some rubber or something. But that's it. I mean, that's all she wrote. I don't know if you guys have the same problem with your hood prop or if I just need a new hood prop, but man, it just doesn't like, I don't know. It's like, it's garbage. Yeah, like it just, that can't be right. And it's hard to eliminate noises in my engine. Also, I think my power steering is overfilled because when I turned the wheel manually, it did that and got crap all over the floor. So, yeah, I'm hoping that's power steering fluid and not oil. If that's oil, I'm screwed. Where'd that towel go? If it's power steering fluid, I don't think they use the right shit. Unless Hondas don't use ATF. Man, that certainly looks like oil, though. That's worrisome. Where is it coming from? Okay. Yep. Anyway, that's it. That looks so much better. So much better. Just got to figure out how to get the headlights in it, or the bulbs in the headlights from the backside, and get the rubber cup and blah, blah, blah. And oh boy. And clean up these cuts. So that's so much better. I love it. Just got to get the grill blacked out properly. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.